Okay, check it out. I got a funny one. I mean, this is literally funny as fuck. I just came from fucking Walmart, right? Like maybe 10 minutes ago. I had to just make this video before I forget. All right, so they closed at 10, right? This one is a super center. No big deal, right? I got there, like any normal person. When a store, I had to look it up because I don't shop at Walmart like that. But say you got a store, what time they close at 9. We all done it before. Your parents done it when you was a little kid. Way back in the day. Oh, and you get there, we got 5 minutes left. We gotta hurry up. And that's why that's because you're a little kid. They tell you, hurry up, quit playing. Anyway, my point is, I got there, right? It was 9:40. Why would she blow the horn? There's these big ass shits right here. You would have ran into you would have she would have killed. I'm talking about right now. I had to jump off subject. She just blew a horn. You would have ran into all of these fucking bars before you were. So what was she blowing a horn? In the car, she's in the car by herself. Crazy. Gang stalker. So anyway, back to the subject. That just crazy. So anyway, or maybe she was talking to them. But anyway, they blew the horn at me. All right. So anyway, right, I got there at 9:47, right, and I walked up, and the little security guard, he like, oh, we're closed. And, I'm like, yo, it's 10 minutes till. It's 9:40, 9:48. And he said, oh, well, we have to, clear the store out before 10. So anyway, I thought this whole thing was some gang stalking shit, right? So normally in my life, I don't do this. And because it was a black little employee, it's Walmart, and the one who stopped me. But it's like, okay, I know this some, liberal Democrat gang stalker shit. They whatever. So I'm like, all right then. So I'm gonna I called corporate. I went in the parking lot, called corporate. But the reason I'm making this video, soon as I got through to the little girl, I didn't know it was gonna be a girl. Basically, the customer service rep, my whole countenance changed when I just went from, I wasn't even mad, but I was just a little miffed. I will say I was a little miffed, ticked off that it's 9:40. Now, 9:50. And like I said, I done worked at stores like fucking, I done worked at McDonald's, other places. I didn't close before. You can't shut down the store. If the close time is 10 o'clock, you close at 10. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody gets there at 9:59, you got to serve that motherfucker. You can't say, oh, because you want to go home. And like I said, it's not me being a customer or like they like to say nowadays, a Karen. It's like, no, hell, nigga, I was 14 when I was closing at McDonald's. I was 14 fucking years old, working till 1 o'clock in the morning, scrubbing it, closing. We had closed hours before. Okay, so that's my point is, I know what I'm talking about, and I'm not just, oh, you should. So anyway, what got me making this video for y'all, I promise you, as I was talking to her, I bust out laughing because it just started clicking. Remember years ago when they was doing all that protesting, the Walmart employees, and they were talking about the wages were unfair, and the rest of us, we were like, well, hey, you're a grown ass. They was like, oh, they was single. Oh, I'm a single mom. These wages were unfair. And we are all like, bitch, you grown as hell. You shouldn't be working at Walmart. That's a teenage job. You fucking 30 years old. And a lot of people was like, oh, you have some sympathy. And like I said, a lot of us, we worked these jobs literally before. Like I said, a lot of us. And so we weren't being mean and we had no sympathy. It was like, hell, when I was 16, 17, 18, we moved on. We wanted to be, okay, so anyway, but actually I'm kind of on the employee side after what just transpired about 20 minutes ago. So I called the complaint line, right? And like I said, I'm not one of them motherfuckers that do that, but I knew this was that gang stalker shit. So I'm like, all right, y'all trying to be funny. All right, I'm gonna at least get a little bit, I'm gonna hit y'all back a little bit, right? But then when she started talking, she said, we don't give overtime. And is this something, when they was doing all that protesting, they didn't, the employee union didn't explain. Now I got the full picture, just basically from her trying to explain, yeah, they do have to, you know, it's 9, the store closed at 10, it's 9:50. We can't let y'all in. And she said, why? Because we don't give overtime. I'm like, damn, you know, and I said it to her, the girl on the phone. I said, shit, you, I'm like, that's okay now. And I literally said, that's why they was boycott, or the employees were, you know, years ago. And she couldn't even say anything. I was like, cause she like, yeah, we really don't, we can't allow them to get overtime. And I'm like, I can't believe y'all niggas still work for Walmart. And I'm telling you, this just happened. That's why I had to stop and make, you know, I was driving. I had to stop right now and make this tape before I forget, or before while it's still fresh, on my mind. You know what I'm saying? And if you can understand what rewind this video, if you don't understand what I'm saying, obviously I ain't uploaded yet, but these motherfuckers, dude, I still can't. It was like, I can't believe. I'm like, dude, you know what I'm saying? When I do work, when I feel like work, I work for the temp service, right? But we get overtime. I don't care. Remember I told you one time, I showed y'all one video. I made one video in January of this year when we was working downtown or whatever, right, at that restaurant. And you know, I filmed the homeless people, because we got there at like 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock in the morning, and they was sleeping outside. And you know, and I told you, them dudes, they gave us, cause the customers, you know, we're the temps, they gave us, I promise you, even though that gig was a week, it was only supposed to be 3, but since me and the dude worked so well, they decided, cause they was installing the kitchen, just like any one of those family type restaurants, and you know, the chain restaurants, you know, where you could be, they got a bar, and or you can sit at the bar, whatever, one of them type things, all them shit. So they install in the kitchen, and me and dude work so well, but every day we got there at 7, they let us off at like 1 o'clock, but they gave us till 5. So meaning, I think that even though we worked till Saturday, I think that whole week we might have even only worked about 38 hours, but we clocked like 60, because they just, every day they just, we signed out at 1 o'clock. They said give them 12. The little supervisor, he's like, give them 12 every day. Rewind back to January. Go back to my videos when I got them dudes outside sleeping on the floor. And you know, they was in the bus stop, and not the bus station, in the bus stop. And it's like 28 degrees outside, and they sleeping on the ground. You know what I'm saying? But they gave us like 60 hours. My point is, Walmart, they don't give their employees overtime. These dudes giving us overtime for free, just cause we did, cause you know, they contractors. It's construction. All right, we work in construction, so they, you know, hell, if they can give it away to us like that, you know, they making big bucks. I mean, we made, I guess we, you know what I'm saying? But with the overtime they gave us that week, my point is, what I'm trying to say is that I really never understood all that shit. It was how many years ago it was? Look it up for yourself, Google it. When we want better wages, living wages at Walmart, and they was finna goddamn go on strike and do all this and that. All right, so like I said, what got me talking, y'all like, why is this such a big deal tonight? Out the blue. I'm telling you, for some reason, I called to make a complaint, but the way she explained it, it didn't make me mad. Like I said, I was a little bit upset, but when she explained it, I literally got happy, not mad at the employee who told me don't come in. It's because I understood, and I was on his side. Like, damn, nigga, I understand what he said, but like I said, I've been, you know, we gotta close. But like I said, what normally, if you work at a place where you close, what you do is all the employees, we start doing extra shit when it's like 9:30. We close at 10. We don't close the door till 10. We don't tell people at 9:40, 9:50 you can't come in. We just start doing extra shit. Hey, why don't you put these boxes up, do this and that, do this and that, so we can get out. But at Walmart, they tell people, oh, that's matter of fact, I did have a few words with him. I said, wait a minute, it's 9:40. He said, oh, we gotta clear the store out 10 minutes early or whatever before 10. I said, no, if your time say 10, it say close, like right here. If it say we close at 10, I can come in at 9:58. There's nothing, I don't know if there's what I'm saying, it's not a law, it's just customer courtesy. All right, so my point, all this, what I'm rambling on about is, when she started talking and she said we just don't give them overtime like that. And this is like the 800 number. That means all Walmarts. And it clicked. It all of a sudden, I hadn't even thought about the protests, not protests, but the boycott. What is it when your own employees? That's a boycott, right? The line, yeah. The boycott of the Walmart employees years ago. I understood why they was boycotted. I was like, oh, it didn't click when they even though they explained, a lot of them explained intelligently, I can't afford to work for these, $11 an hour, da 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 da. But a lot of places you making $11 an hour, the reason you can, because you can get overtime. But I see a Walmart don't give overtime. It just hit me. It just hit me like, how in the fuck? Like these employees right here, I'm pretty sure they get overtime if they want to, if they can. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, how are you working at Walmart? How could you stay there? I ain't even talking about. It's like it's like you letting them. If you let, that's when we be. That's what I think. That's what everybody was saying when they was boycotting the first time. It wasn't like people were on Walmart's side. We were like, y'all need not fuck a boycott, just quit. A lot of them might have been like, I can't. And it's like, nah, not really. You got experience and you can write on your new application why you don't have a job. Where it say why you left your last job. Hell, all of us left. I was at Walmart. Unfair practices and the way they pay us. But no, they didn't leave. But it just hit me right now. You're like, what does this have to do with gang stalking? I'm like, just like him. Trust me, there's a reason he's doing this right now. But see, that's what I'm saying. That's how I know the dude, what he's doing right now, this guy right here, that's how I know for a fact the reason the employee at 9:40, but it's not the employee, it's the reason I can't explain it, that I even had the urge to go to Walmart right this time. You know what I'm saying? But at first, and then you see I ended up feeling sorry for them, that I had to make a video for y'all to watch. Like, when I started talking to her, and she just kept saying, oh, well, we can't give, it's up to each individual manager. That's what she said. The store, the main store manager to, yeah, I'll film him on purpose. But the main store manager, I'll film him on purpose. But the main store manager to decide to 10 or 20 minutes early to stop letting people in because they can't get overtime. So that that is like some slave shit. Walmart is like, remember they big people. I didn't believe. I can't say we. I got to speak for myself. I didn't believe it till just now. It never occurred to me that it was that bad. Like, no overtime, and you got y'all. Are you gonna stop going there? Yeah, well, I don't know. It's Walmart shit. Who can stop going to Walmart? Well, actually, I don't go there like that. Seriously, I really don't go to Walmart like that. So, and plus, I ain't for all that bullshit. Oh, we gotta stand in solidarity. I never been one of them type of niggas. Seriously, I never been one of them fake ass, protest type of fake bullshit, nigga. Seriously, I ain't never been on that tip ever, But it really did. I just had to like, God damn, nigga, when that bitch said, you know, we don't give them overtime, and so we gotta make sure that, you know, that they could, that also tells they don't give, they got so many customers. All right, yeah, Walmart is a billion, how not just a billion, billions a year. So yeah, they don't give a fuck about pissing their customers off because they know everybody coming back. I mean, I wouldn't, like I said, I ain't no motherfucking Walmart customer like that. Promise you. You know, I don't be, every once in a while, I go there when I don't, you know, I just know it's something I just need. And I'm already on en route. And it's simpler to just go there. It's one of them things where you would have to actually just make a conscious effort to go somewhere else, you know, because you just know they got it, you know. But that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't go there. It has to be something special. You know, I don't go there too much for electronics, you know, whatever. I don't fuck with Walmart like that. I don't go there to buy food, you know. I don't do none of that shit. I don't grocery shop there, you know, none of that shit. But with that, I know I'm gonna say it again. When she said we don't get them overtime, that shit was like, dude, I'm like, how in the hell, you know? And I actually said it to her. I was like, oh, and I said that's what all that protest, not protest, that boycott your own employees was about. Like, what was that, about 10 years ago? And she said, you know, she tried. I guess she wasn't. She still was happy, go lucky. You know, jovial. She was jovial. What do you call it? The customer service. She's still laughing and giggling, and I wasn't mad either. I'm like, you know, bitch, I'm serious. That's what they you know, they was doing all that shit. All the employees nationwide, worldwide. We hate Walmart, and we was like, well, nigga, you still work there. We need more money. We want to get it. We like, well, why your grown ass still working at Walmart and they don't pay you enough? But there was a lot of people was like, oh, y'all should have more sympathy. And we're like, no, because like I said, when I was a teenager, you know, all of us, we were like, no, we had those type of jobs when we were teenagers. As we got older, we moved on. You ain't had to, you know, nobody said you had to go to a university. You could have went anywhere. You could have went to the goddamn junior college and got a fucking trade or anything. You know what I'm saying? Shit, welding, electrician, anything. You could have did any of that simple shit. But instead, you stayed at Walmart. No, I don't even smoke no more, cuz. Yeah, but let me go on. You know, I've been ranting and raving, but like I said, I still can't. I'm trying to. I don't even think what do you call it? When you, damn, what's the word? I don't think I literally just articulated what I really wanted to say. What I'm trying, with my feeling when she said we don't give them overtime, and I'm like, what? You know. And she's like, yeah, so it's up to each manager. Since we can't have the employees getting overtime, you know, we got to stop people from coming in before the store closed. Oh, yeah, she even said, it's just like any other store. When you're inside the store and they say, you know, the store closes at 10 o'clock, everybody, you know, the store closes in 10 minutes. That's for people though. I said, I ain't even say nothing. I'm thinking that's not the same thing. That means you're already in the store and shopping. But they don't say you can't come in. They just say, hey, you know, come to the front. So, cause it's plenty of times I done been to a store. That's why I went tonight. It's plenty of times I done been to a store and they close at 10 or whatever. My point is, I got there 10 minutes before they close, or maybe even 5 minutes. And what do you say? Oh, okay. They say, hey, they don't say you can't, but they say we finna close. And wouldn't any sane normal person, I know that. I know they finna close. I'm just finna run in and get some. I'm just finna run and get some. And they'd be like, okay. You know what? That's the dude that work at. I made videos at his gas station. They had this. I promise. That's why he hit the horn. The little short fat dude. You see, he's a Arab. He used to make jokes with me every time I would come. Not every time. I go there tomorrow. He might be in there. Trust me, that's him. He works at this, and I'm nowhere near. Well, okay, it's really all the same. I'm about 10 minutes away. Street. You ain't even gotta get on the highway. Take the street. There's a reason you saw him just hit this little horn. Look at his car. He on hubcap. Not even hubcaps. So he hit the beep beep. Why would you hit your beep beep? Your alarm, and you got factory, and then even got the hubcaps fell off. Who finna? And I know he know who the fuck I am. Cause like I said, he used to make jokes with me. He got. I think he did. If rewind this video, I think he said something like "fucked up." Remember, I think that's what I'm saying. He made jokes with me not because he cool, but gang stalking. He's a heavy gang stalker, and that's what I'm saying. That's just like everybody saying across the country, with all of this shit going on across the world. These motherfuckers really think they tough. You see, now y'all see what I've been talking about for 2 years. You see how he got out like he was beep beep, and you see what's happening to him. You know, the only thing, remember I said that the only reason that they acting tough now is because in states like Seattle, or not states, but cities like Portland, Portland, the mayor and the mayor about to get fired. The mayor said, "Oh, you can do what you want to do." Basically, somebody gave you permission to be a gangster. You know what I'm saying? You're not a gangster when somebody got to give you permission. You know what I'm saying? And then what they doing? They just tearing up shit, burning shit down. If you know what I'm saying? That ain't like back in the day. You ain't doing no gangster shit. You just basically acting like a child who somebody just gave you permission to tear up shit, to throw a tantrum. And they want to act tough. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. Look, they're wearing the mask. Look, yeah. See what I'm saying? Well, let me go. Shit, it's getting late. I'm gonna take my ass home.